Hi everyone, this is Boomer and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. In this episode we are going to be looking at the Khitomer Vortex STF. Again, I'm playing on normal and I am pugging the mission. And first up what we have, this is essentially a double run of infected conduit, except this time we're going to start by taking on the tactical cube. And of course, me being me, I'm going to take the damn thing on myself. Bring it on. Now, what's happened in this system is that we've got a portal that you can see in the screen there. That is a time portal, very similar to what you've seen in First Contact. And there are two transwarp gates. Both will spit out Borg probes. And in order for us to get the optional, we have to make sure that no probes at all make it through the time vortex. And in fact, if 10 go through the time vortex, you fail the mission completely. I have to say I have never failed this mission completely, even pugging. I've heard nightmare stories of people who have, but I have to say that I have not so far. This tactical cube doesn't seem to be anywhere near as strong as the one that was in the last mission. I'm not sure if that's just me being, I'm not just sure if that's me not realising what's going on, but it just doesn't have the feel that it's been that strong. Now, generally what I do when when we've destroyed the tactical cube is that I look around to see what the rest of my fleet's doing, especially if there's not been a consensus made in the team chat about what we're doing. I actually make a mistake here because I'm on my own here. Yeah, it looks like the rest of the team's gone that way. Because I'm on my own here, I shouldn't be destroying these generators. As you can see, they're incredibly weak when you compare them to the generators on infected conduit, and that means that it's very easy for me to destroy them by accident. And in fact, when you destroy two of them, two spheres will spawn, and that'll just make my job a little bit more difficult. So it looks like I've got the job on this side at least of protecting the time vortex. So again, this isn't a problem. The Borg are slightly higher leveled in this STF. I believe they are level 46 as opposed to level 44, and as you can see, I have just by being in the vicinity, I've managed to destroy two of these generators. So now I'm going to have to take down these two spheres. Again, two spheres isn't really a big deal, but that's something that's come in since Legacy of Romulus. If you saw one of the spheres there, not this one that I'm currently targeted on, but the other one that just raced past, spheres now have well, they've always had emergency power to engines, but I think that it's recently got quite a big buff, and spheres really can spheres can move now. And I think that Borg cubes also have it now, although that might just be a bug with Hive Onslaught, but you'll see that coming fairly soon, I imagine. Yep, so we've got rid of the probes that the gateway spat out, and now I'm just trying to take down what remains of these, what's left of these spheres. We've got someone using grab well there. Yeah, it looks like someone's sitting right around the middle of the map. I'm not too sure how much I like about that, because you're not utilising any DPS, and all you're doing really is you're giving the Borg more time to come towards you. I think that it's probably a little bit easier, certainly on normal, it's a little bit easier just to get involved, just take down the gateways and everything else, and just smash everything the moment it comes out of the gateway. There's not really much point to hang around in the middle, because as you can see here, probes don't last 5 seconds against anyone who's decently armed. However, the gateway's a little bit threatening at the moment. As you can see, it's collapsed my starboard shield because I'm not paying attention. But again, I'm just going to take down all these generators. It's often quite fun when you're in a pug on normal to take down one of the generators yourself or transformers yourself and see if you can outrace some of the other guys. It can happen if you've got a decently armoured ship. As you can see, the Copernicus over there just isn't contributing anything at the moment. It can happen if you've got a decently well-armed ship and your opponents are in, and your your teammates are in something like Rainbow Cruisers or something like that. It is very possible that you can destroy your side of the map before 2 or 3 players can destroy their side of the map. And Gravwell can be useful at this point if you're, if you're a science vessel. Gravwell can be useful, but how useful he's been sitting around that side of the map, I'm not really too sure at this point. But should be able to take this transformer down now before anything bad comes out of the transwarp conduit. And I'm actually summoning a photonic fleet to just add to my DPS a little bit here. They just fire like normal phasers and quantum torpedoes, nothing special, but it is it's something at least. And yeah, he's using Tychon's Rift and like Gravwell on the nanite transformer. That doesn't really do a huge amount. And I managed to get a double shot of torpedoes there, so that should drop that transformer. There we go. Now I'm going to take down these probes, and I should be in a decent situation to start heading towards the second side. You see that the two spheres that are spawned really aren't an issue. And yeah, I'm going to head over to the other side. Again, I should be a bit further out here so that I don't fire on the gateway. That means that I can use full impulse. Let's see what's going on over there. Have they got rid of one? Yeah, they've got rid of one and they're working on the other. So it looks like we're doing okay from this side now. Now, on Elite, there are different tactics for sure. You have to be a lot more synchronized with what you're doing. But on normal, if you've got a well-armed ship, it's pretty much a case of just smashing everything to pieces. And yeah, it looks like the Copernicus over here is firing on the gateway. There's really not much of a point to that. And again, he's sort of hanging around in the middle. That doesn't really do much. I'm quite happy to, I can take on 2 spheres quite easily. But if he's going to hang around in the middle of the map, I'm just going to decide to actually do something here. But again, 2 spheres aren't really a big threat to me at all. We've got probes over there, and it looks like the old Copernicus has abandoned his post a little bit there, so I'm going to have to move it here to get on top of those probes. No, it looks like he's got them, that's okay. If worst comes to worst, I've got evasive manoeuvres in a few seconds to catch up with these probes. In fact, round about now, but it looks like I've managed to catch up with them anyway. They're not exactly quick moving. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit over the top, spawning some Federation ships, but there is a sphere out here as well. Obviously, he used emergency power to engines to get out this far, but as I said, they can really move now at the moment, and I've set myself on fire. One of the real downsides of using plasma torpedoes. I still haven't decided which torpedoes I prefer at this point. In fact, with on PvE, especially the way a lot of PvEs are built, you might even be better using something like tricobalt torpedoes, just to get a huge, just to get a really sort of massive bang from your torpedoes. But as I said, still haven't really made my mind up on that front. And the transport gate continues to spit probes out, and this is what I was saying about synchronization. Because we've destroyed one of the generators, and I think because our guys on the other side have done the same, it's sending more ships through. And once they destroy the gateway on their side, I believe, the gateway will spit out a load of ships. So what your priority is, if you can sync yourself up with your teammates, is your priority is actually to destroy pretty much all the major structures at the same time, which will stop like multiple spawns of you know, really threatening stuff just overwhelming you. But on, as I said, on normal, not a big deal. And one of our teammates is he's good enough to tell us that the gate's at 50%. And once again, this one's one thing that I might consider doing actually is going after the nanite generator on the far side first, because if I do, this is just me trolling the Borg here, firing while cloaked. Because if I do, I won't have this sort of annoying situation where I have to travel a lot further just because I've destroyed the other one first. And here we go. Looks like the other guys have destroyed the gateway on their side, so with that happening, a load of spheres have come through the portal, so now we've got a bit of a Donnybrook on. Yep, more probes, more spheres, just tons of stuff coming through. Game's being disobedient at the moment, not firing on what I want. It's a good job they don't give the probe something like emergency power to engines, or they'd just get through. There wouldn't be anything I could do about it in a cruiser. I appear to have annoyed a couple of people here, it seems. But yeah, cavalry's here, so that sphere's going to drop very quickly. Can't even see what I'm firing at here. Oh good, more probes. But yeah, now everyone's here. There's not really a huge amount the Borg are going to be able to do here, and that little spree has come to an end. But yeah, the idea is to have both gateways at 10% there, and then destroy them at the same time, so you don't get something like that happening. Because if that happens at sort of both gateways, or that can be a little bit of a problem, shall we say. I will be trying some of these on Elite and recording them, and I'll let you guys watch the fun and failure that probably is going to come out of those missions. Transformer down, and gateway's almost down anyway, it looks like there. I think I might have clicked on something else by accident. Note the gateway really was at 6% anyway. And here comes the last cavalry out of the gateway. Come on, evasive manoeuvres. And being me, I'm going to fly right through the middle of them. This should be fun. There's a lot of red lasers going on there. Anti-proton beams, of course, but still. Okay, so that's everything here. However, there's one last thing. A Scimitar with a Borg energy signature. That can't be good. And yes, apparently an assimilated Denatra. For those of you who are not familiar with Denatra, she was a major Romulan character in Star Trek Nemesis, and she later went on to be I think she was Praetor of the Romulan Free People, one of the splinter states that happened when the Romulans when the Hobus supernova went off, and she got lost apparently, according to the storyline. No one really found out what happened to her, and it turns out, yeah, the Borg found her and assimilated her. Not great. However, she has a very nasty scimitar in this, and you'll see what she's powering up here. That is a Thalaron blast, and the idea is get the hell out of the way of that. I think she targets the ship, which has done most damage, but as you can see by what happened to Phantom there, he just lost something like 40% of his hull and his shields. So, he went down to 40%, which is a pretty big beating, shall we say. Now, I'm not sure if this is still correct or not. I'm sure that in the patch notes at some point, this should have been patched. However, from what I'm aware, Denatra will cloak if you get closer than 5 kilometers away from her. And if that is still true, then our team is getting way too close here, and with that happening, she's just cloaking immediately, and that makes things that makes things a bit annoying because you can't see it. Now, what is quite interesting is that you see my heavy plasma torpedoes. Oh god. Heavy plasma torpedoes will actually track her even if she's cloaked. Any homing torpedo will actually. And once again, Phantom there has just gone flying in and is now within point blank range, so she may actually cloak again. Yep, guy's getting a little bit too close and she cloaked there. I really don't think that... I'm sure that according to the patch notes this shouldn't be happening, but I get sort of conflicting viewpoints in the game. Some guys say that she should still cloak if you get under, you know, if you get within 5 kilometers. Other guys are saying no, that's been patched, so you should just get in there and wail on. Now, personally, as a cruiser, it doesn't really matter to me because I just stay at range anyway, because I don't think that beam weaponry loses a huge amount of penetration either way. Although it is just really annoying when she keeps cloaking all the time. You know, we've got... Oh, Latilda got nailed by the Thalaron blast there. I'm pretty sure on Elite that's just an instant kill. However, on normal you can get away with it. Tractor probes aren't lasting 5 seconds, and did she just decloak randomly there? It looks like she did. She's using some kind of emergency power to engines or evasive manoeuvres to really moat it, but I think that we can get on top of her. Ugh. As you can see, this fight can really drag on if she starts cloaking a lot. Oh, that thing looks like it's pointed at me, and hopefully I can get out of here, but I'm not too sure. Oh, full impulse came back. Yeah, I got away from it. Unfortunately, I've shot into the distance. What I probably should do, to be honest, is just take it head on. Certainly on normal, because I don't think that there's a huge... Oh, come on! Certainly on normal, I don't think that there's a huge problem with me taking it head on, to tell you the truth. Yeah, there you go, Phantom's just said, come on. But yeah, I think that it's just because she's being charged and we're within 5 kilometers. And now I'm having trouble setting the channel correctly for my chat. There we go. But yeah, again, I honestly don't know whether it's been patched or not, but given the behaviour she's showing in this video, I'm pretty sure that it hasn't been... pretty sure that this has not been patched and you should not be going within 5 kilometers of her. I'm way too far away here. I think I was way too interested in what was going on in the chat, but yeah. I'm losing a crap ton of DPS while this is... while not being there. And that's one of the problems when... you allow her to cloak a lot. The problems that happen when you do let her cloak that much is just that you know, you can't concentrate firepower on her, so you lose a load of DPS. And when you lose that much DPS, it just drags the fight on for absolutely ages. So yeah, there's my advice. Stay the hell away from her. I mean, look at that. I mean, I never even got in range, and I'm pretty sure it's because Phantom's just basically sitting on her, teabagging her, and it's just causing her to cloak all the time. Apparently this shot from the Thalaron device sometimes in previous builds was actually bugged. Because what happened was that she'd decloak and fire immediately. There was just no warning, and that would make life extremely difficult. Well, there's torpedoes in the air, so we're going to follow. So she's going this way, is she? One of the advantages of having plasma torpedoes, they do home. They sit in space like mines and then home. Oh, is this one going to be my fault? Am I going to get a little bit too close to it? No. It looks like... yeah, I got within 5 kilometers, but I'm pretty sure that one of my guys is well within 5 km as well there. So this is getting... this is going a little bit long, but again, sometimes... if guys aren't aware of it, and again, as I said, I'm not even sure. I just stay away from her out of, you know, I stay away from her out of principle, really, more than anything else. But if guys aren't aware of that, then this fight's going to last forever, to tell you the truth. It looks like either we've disabled her auxiliary or something's happened here. I think I might have subnucleonic beamed her or something, but we've finally managed to concentrate some firepower on her. So we might actually get her this time. Come on, die! Oh. Close, close, close. I think we'll get her this time. She's been pretty badly walloped there. So yeah, answers and comments in, please. Has this been patched or has it not? I honestly don't know. I think we're going to get her this time. Down she goes. And I even get the Starfleet Silver Star, so that would be 75 STFs. Yes, I have no life. And we got the optional objective as well. The optional objective in this mission was to make sure no probes got through, if you can remember that far back. And I think I get to pick up what'll probably be not much if I'm correct here. Nope, not much at all. Oh well, see you next time, guys.